Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Costantino Parma. I'm agriculture engineer for an international organization called SIAM, specifically in the field of rural development and in the valorization of the value chains. My job has been for the last 4 years in the Mediterranean, Iraq, Lebanon, Syria and Tunisia, to provide assistance and guidance for the development of olive oil specifically, and what is connected with the world economically, socially and environmentally of olive oil. What is the olive value chain and why all these steps are so important to provide a healthy, a quality-oriented production from the soil till the table of the consumption. First point would be, why is the olive value chain so important and why it could be an important resource for the agriculture and for the rural development of Pakistan. Olive, as always has been for the Mediterranean area, was a marginal plant. So whenever you had marginal lands where you couldn't plant herbaceous crops like wheat or cotton, you used olive, like in this specific case here. I'm sitting now in the south of Italy. And olive, it's very famous over here because it was always in the culture. Here lies the word olive, culture, and related even with quality and tourism. But as you see, this marginal lands was used for the olive production. And even here the soil is not so rich in nutrients, and water was always an issue. But for that purpose, and I'm guessing in Balochistan we might find the same problems as water scarcity and marginal lands, not availability of rich fertile lands. Olive oil could be a solution, and olive trees, of course, might pave the path for an economic development of the rural areas. So water, it's very important for the growth of plants in general, but as we have noticed in all our experience and how it is for olive is very efficient. It can grow easily even without water or with low water percentage, only with rain-fed irrigation. And so that's why it is actually a very good solution for marginal lands and water poor regions. And it paves the way for a climate-smart agriculture. The value chain. Our approach has always been, and by designing the project in general olive culture, but how always we deal as Siambari in international scenarios, is to encircle our problem in the value chain. The value chain is composed by some bricks and footholds, which in the olive production we can see as the nursery. Nursery management is one of the most important part of all the value chain. Having a healthy nursery management means that the farmer that will come and ask for that variety, that specific variety of plant, is actually true, and it's affordable and can be reproduced among very farmers. And so you don't have scalarity of production, but always the same varieties inside a plot. If I am a farmer and then I go to a nursery which is well maintained and well managed, I can ask for the most appropriate plant according to my soil, to my water capacity, and to the conditions of the environment, always looking forward to a climate-smart agriculture. The second step, of course, it's the production, and so we are going really to the fields, to the farmers, which can be small farmer, rural smallholders, or industrial farming. Having a good production means applying good agronomic practices. Olive, which is a resistant plant, a very, very easy even plant to maintain if we act according to specific conditions. So if we know how to prune, how to do pest and disease management, how to irrigate, and how to harvest at the end of the season, we can have all of an access of quality and quantity that means even a higher income for at the end for the farmers, no? So of course, for farmer and farming activities, this should be education for farmers and how to apply really the good agronomic practices. The third step is the processing. The processing, it can be done according to various conditions and according even to the machineries which are available in the country. Processing is a key point for reaching quality, of course, and olive oil means if you have a good step in the production, when you enter into the processing, you are in a good level, and so you can seek for a good product at the end that will reach the market. Processing plants usually can be of various degrees and levels, but the most important thing is to act, and so the operators of the processing plants should act according some specific requirements to reach the highest quantity and quality. Usually when we talk about extra virgin olive oil, we mean a temperature low extraction process, which exalts the quality values and the nutritional values inside the end products. We are talking about fatty acids, polyphenols, and all of the varieties that then arrive to the processing plants should have specific and ad hoc measurement to have the highest levels of production at the end. The fourth step, which is not the last step but a very important one, is the market. So when we have a good product, we should bring it to the consumer. And to this point, which is the most critical point, which guarantees even the sustainability of what we are having and all the actors and stakeholders which were working before of the consumption of the market step and of the value chain, of course, it's very important according to the culture of the people and of the consumers, and according to what they perceive as quality, which can be different. If here in Italy, for example, we ask for a quality product, people are well aware of what it is, extra virgin olive oil, and all the benefits of nutritional value that brings to the human body, or even to a typical receipt of food. In Pakistan, this process is one of the most fundamental. So in our project, Olive Culture, we have designed a circular approach of this value chain where all the stakeholders can meet in these olive places which are not only places of production but places of melting pot among culture, among different stakeholders, families, rural smallholders, farmers, nurserymen, research, and the processing and the market at the end. Of course, we have contemplated by designing this project a strong interaction among normal people, so people which go to rural places for tourism, which is very important too. Research is cross-cutting, of course, because research applies to the nursery, to the production, to the processing, and even to the market, socially, if we can understand it. Research is one of the most fundamental paths for Pakistan to make this value chain really sustainable in time, because things can be different, and the support from other nations can be different according to the time. But once you understand that the value chain is really reliable and suitable for the Pakistani people and the rural area of Pakistan, institutions, why are they very important? Because they should, in a way, be aware of what is happening, of this change in the olive production, and of this new reliable system which can be based on all the steps of the value chain. Institutions should accompany with policies, policy building, and which from the central government can be across all the provinces of Pakistan, and capacity building in that process, a continuity among various and variety of political system should be guaranteed to have a long-term investment and a long-term profitability of the value chain. To conclude, Olive Culture, the project designed to be the continued path of Italian intervention in 2021, is intended for many stakeholders, as we have said across the speakers, and is seeking for giving sustainability to the Italian intervention in Pakistan with technical support, institutional capacity building, and accompanying the farmers to good levels of production and good level of knowledge, with youth and women always included in the process of change and seeking for economical diversification. So I'll thank you very much. I hope that you have a great time, and I hope even to visit Pakistan very, very soon and in the next few